Hello everyone, Punisher here, and I am doing a box opening video for Star Trek, the customizable card game. This is one of the original boxes. You can get them for about 25 bucks, give or take, on eBay. They were printed back in the 90s, 1995. So we have some Star Trek that we've been playing, and I built a few decks. I had already opened a box of these, and then, of course, two of the decks. I did not do a video on it, but this one, before I opened it to add it to our stuff, I wanted to go ahead and do a box opening video for you. So we're going to go ahead and cut this open with my fingers. That wrapper going. And then we have a bunch of past cards, and they come with a little ticket inside. This is the person, I guess, who put it together. You can flip the box up and so on and so forth. But I'm just going to go ahead and open all of these. Like Christmas. Like Christmas. Everybody. Have a few of those already. So we have a temporal rift. We have an evacuation. A lot of gold. A dilemma, wind dancer. Steady stellar collision. I have a bunch of those. Dilemma. Personnel. Let me go ahead and read that one too. Repair mission. I have quite a few of those. Klingon outpost. We have a Federation personnel. That is Chicho Jaxa. Then we have a Tyron Field. We have a Iridian Shuttle. Federation Outpost. We have a Romulan ship. Not even going to try to butcher that name. The packs give you like glitter, so just be forewarned. An event, atmospheric ionization. We have a science vessel. We have Becker. Dr. Riga. Impec. First Klingon of the night. Bach. We have evaluation. Oh, evaluate terraforming. It feels kind of weird on the back. It feels kind of funny. Equipment. We have another Klingon. Katesh. We have an interrupt. I love these because you can swap a card for another card. Those are really good. We have loss of orbital stability. We have the USS Miranda. Put that in the Federation pile. We have, and actually I think I want to put Federation there and the thing on there for the outpost. Bach. Becker. Equipment. Federation, Romulan, event, interrupt, dilemma. We have an event. It's Espionage Federation on Klingon. We have Minden. We have a dilemma. Amphibic organism. Wow, I almost said that wrong. We have a particle fountain as an interrupt. We have Turbic. We have an equipment, Starfleet Type 2 phaser. We have USS Sutherland. We have a Dilemma. Galvanic Mine. We have Baron. Iran. We have the USS Phoenix. We have an event. Space Warp Rift. We have an interrupt. Tachyon Detection Grid. Tachyon Detection Grid. I like that. Those are nice. We have an interrupt. Klingon Rite of Vengeance. That's a good card. We have an event. Espionage. Romulan on Klingon. We have another event. QNet. We have another event. Espionage. Romulan on Federation. There's a lot of Romulan on Federation, Federation on Klingon action going on tonight. We have Fever Emergency. An emergency? Somebody's got a fever. We got Darian Wallace. We have a relief mission. We have Steady Plasma Streamer. We have Covert Installation. Try to power through this. Dilemma, two-dimensional creatures. Wow, that's not one I've seen before. First Contact. Lacor. Duras. We have an event. Treaty Romulan and Klingon. Well, I'm sure for a little bit. Sure. Oh, a little bit better there. All right. We have Zebulon Transport. Kling, Kaling. Mercenary Ship. Nurik. USS Galaxy class starship. Thrawn. Interrupt. Asteroid Sanctuary. We have an event. Space Dock. Dilemma. Microvirus. That would be a major dilemma. And Timic. Like my birthday. Not yet. Birthday's coming up in a few. Jabriz. We have an event. Kevis Fedjo Collector. We have Restore Errant Moon. We have Rolaren. Wow, Rolaren. We have an event. Treaty Federation Romulan. We have Taurus. Bet you can't guess what astrological sign he is. Maybe he's a Taurus. USS Nebula. We have an event. Espionage Romulan on Federation. That's some kinky Romulan on Federation action right there. USS Orbit. We have a dilemma. Impassable door. That's always good because you have to have computer skill to get past it. I use that in my deck. Where no one has gone before. There's a surprise. Christopher Hobson. Ooh. We have Covert Installation. We have a dilemma. Male's love interest. And we have Evacuation. Going to the next pack. We have Cromel. We have IKC-1. I have a couple of those. They're good. This is a really good ship because you only need one officer to run it. Ivani Rao. Not my favorite episode. New Contact. We have Space Seizure as an interrupt. We have a dilemma. Female's love interest. We have an event. Static Warp Bubble. My wife Frecky uses that one on me a lot. Static Warp Bubble. We have Solik. We have a Scout Vessel. We have Torin. We have Aleph. We have IKC Vocha. We have IKC Kavot. We have Joran. And then a dilemma. Methar Booby Trap. On to the next pack. Something good. Data. Commander Data. Where are you, Commander Data? Where are you? Belum? Everyone, Commander Data was like $50. Dilemma. Hologram Rose. We have an interrupt. Choo-choo. We have an interrupt. Jellum Shrek Information Broker. Interrupt. Subspace Interference. We have an interrupt. Disruptor Overload. Interrupt. Emergency Transporter Armbands. We have Rick. He's an engineer. We have Palette. He's also an engineer. We have Tall. How tall is he? He is too tall. We have a Runabout. We have an Equipment Romulan Pad. We have an event. Pattern Enhancers. We have an event. Subspace Warp Rift. We have an interrupt. Scanned. Dr. Solier. Kabata. Hakuna Matata. No. We have a dilemma. Hyper Aging. We have the USS Hood. We have Callaway. We have Clang. Bet you can't guess what noise it makes when he drops his bat'leth on the floor. That's how he got his name. We have an event. Espionage. Klingon on Federation. We have an interrupt. Particle Fountain. Clang. We have Devok. We have an Equipment Medical Tricorder. We have Jira. We have Galathon. We have Dekat. We have an Equipment Klingon Disruptor. And we have Golra. Good strong Klingon name there. We have a dilemma. Alien abduction. We have Reba. We have a dilemma. Matriarchal Society. Haven't seen that one in a while. We have Jean-Luc Picard. Ooh, yeah. Sexy bald man there. We have an interrupt. Asteroid Sanctuary. I know what my wife Recky's going to be putting in her deck. Jean-Luc Picard. We have a dilemma. Microvirus. We have Tomek. We have EF. We have an interrupt. Wormhole. You have to have 2 wormholes to make a wormhole. Don't forget. We have Galathon. We have Equipment Romulan Disruptor. We have an event. Plasma Fire. We have Simon Tarsus. We have an event. Espionage. Federation on Klingon. We have a dilemma. Female love interest. Tell her I told her Jean-Luc. She'd be like, were you in the bathroom? She'd be like, nope. But when I am, I boldly go. Sometimes I go where no one has gone before. All right, so Mirok. That's when you go into the public restrooms. Mirok. We have a dilemma. Shaka. Chakra, when the walls fell. When did the walls fall? I don't know, maybe a couple days ago. Hannah Bates. Hannah Bates. We have a ship. Heck. We have an event. Space Dock. We have Clang. Again with the Clang. We have an event. Espionage. Klingon on Federation. Got a lot of Klingon on Federation action. Got equipment. Medical kit. Bajil. I can't pronounce that, but If you don't know, this is the same guy who played in Stargate. Yes, he is. Equipment, medical tricorder, Jira, Golathon, Galathon, Golroth, Interrupt, Space Seizure. If you have a seizure in space, would you consider it a space seizure? We have a dilemma, female love interest. Hopefully nobody ever had a seizure, let alone in space. Move all of this trash. That's a great thing about a tripod. You put all the trash underneath it. All right, so interrupt. Near warp transport. Eric Pressman. We have an event, hollow projectors. We have a dilemma. The game. I don't know how to. Katarian game. That's a good one. We have an equipment engineering kit. Combat vessel. That is a neutral combat vessel. We have a test mission. We have investigate anomaly. We have Gorta. We have an equipment Klingon pad. We have an event, Treaty Federation Klingon. We have Tricket. When the Romulans trick you, it's called a Tricket. We have Gist. I'm not even going to try to butcher that, but you know who she is. She was on the Enterprise. We have a Type 6 shuttlecraft. We have an event, Red Alert. Galisti? Maybe that's how you pronounce it. Somebody can tell me in the comments. Sure. We have the Traveler. We have Terrell. We have a dilemma. Nutrient metal parasite. Hate it when I get metal parasites. We have Albert Einstein. Look at that. We have an Albert Einstein. He doesn't make bagels. Just so you know. Becker. We have Linda Larson. We have an Equipment Federation pad. We have an event, Res Q. We have a dilemma, Iconian computer weapon. We have Tourette. We have an interrupt. It is long range scan. We have an equipment, tricorder. We have Katesh. A bunch of those. We have an interrupt, escape pod. We have an interrupt, Perlatoft alien trader. This is a good card because you can swap it for another card that's non-personnel. I've used 2 of those in my deck. Now I have a third one. Maybe more. Ooh, I like this. We have an event. Masaka transformations. Does it give you chills when I say Masaka or just Mufasa? Just wondering. We have a dilemma. Calnot. We have Cloaked Mission. We have Aladar Jarok. Aladar Jarok. Those Romulan names are hard to pronounce. So, Kadri. Ditto Jaxa. We have an event. Tachyon Field. We have a Urian shuttle. We have an event, atmospheric ionization. Science vessel. Becker. We have a Federation pad. We have Res Q. We have a dilemma, Iconian computer weapon. Interrupt, long range scan. It's probably about halfway through to this box, I think that. Man, are my arms getting tired. Vallejo. We have dilemma, Carillion plague ship. Japan. We have Explore Dyson Sphere. We have an event, Federation Klingon Treaty. We have a ticket. Burrell. Kaling. We have a, I still can't pronounce it, Istini Type 6 shuttlecraft. Dilemma, microbiotic colony. USS Galaxy class starship. We have a Red Alert. We have a Callaway. We have Burkina. We have an event. Alien Probe. Alien Probe, tell y'all about it. Stuck it somewhere and then I shouted, corral. Corral? Corral. That's what you do with horses. Dilemma, Bertha Jr. That one, my wife loves playing against me. Investigate Massacre, Christopher Hobson. We have a dilemma, male love interest. We have evacuation. We have study stellar collision. We have repair mission. We have Cisco JAXA. We have an event, tachyon field. We have Urian shuttle. We have Federation outpost. We have atmospheric ionization. We have science vessel. Rip that pack open. Rip it open. Go in there. We have Evac. And he's neutral. We all know where he sides. We have Interrupt. Incoming message Romulan. We have Soren. We have a dilemma. Catharians. Combat vessel. That's a neutral combat vessel. We have a tachyon detection group. We have Klingon Rite of Vengeance. We have a test mission. We have investigate anomaly. We have fever emergency. We have Darian Wallace. We have a Gotha. We have equipment. Klingon pad. We have a Romulan outpost. And we have another dilemma. Phased matter. Doesn't matter unless it's phased matter. We have an event. Raise the stakes. Not stakes, stakes. Miners, not miners. All right, we have an interrupt. Space Schism. That's a new dance. New dance craze called the Space Schism, in case you didn't know. We have Moreg. We have Explore. Typhon Expanse. Typhon. Potato. We have Tall. How tall is he? He's so tall, we don't even talk about it. We have a Runabout. We have Equipment Romulan Pad. We have a Pattern Enhancer event. We have an Interrupt Scan. We have an event. Federation Romulan Treaty. We have Taurus. Bet you can't guess what astrological sign he is. You guessed it wrong. He's actually a Leo. USS Nebula. We have USS Arbor. We have a dilemma. Impassable door. We have an event where no one has gone before. We have a dilemma. Alien parasites. They look yummy. Diplomacy mission. We have a Huznuk ship. We have Hole in Space. We have Torin. We have a Bota. Okay, Bota. Torin. He is Romulan. We have a dilemma. Methar Booby Trap. We have an interrupt, and that is a Klingon Rite of Vengeance. We have espionage. Hard to say that word. Romulan and Klingon. That's an event. We have an event QNet. We have another Darian Wallace. We have a relief mission. We have study plasma streamer and another dilemma. Phased matter. Bracky the Packy. Cap in gaps in normal space. If you have a cap, You might have a cap in normal space, but this is a gap in normal space. Jura Disorder. Chorus. Artifact. Thought Maker. It's going to be the first artifact of the night. The Cop. We have a Klingon Disruptor. We have an Archer Dilemma. We have Jordan. We have an event, Static Warp Bubble. We have Select. USS Excelsior. We have Dr. Ferrick. Every time I hear the word Excelsior, I want to get like a soda water, like some kind of drink, maybe with a little cherry flavor in it. Borcha. K-Bort. Equipment. Engineering Kit. Krell. Kirill Ordan. Kirill Ordan. Interrupt. Interrupt. Go in the interrupt file. That is a auto-destruct sequence. We have an event. Warp Core Breach. Thea. We have a wormhole. Takes two. Burrell. Romulan Disruptor. We have Plasma Fire. We have Simon Tarsus. We have a Espionage Federation and Klingon event. We have an Interrupt Subspace Interference. We have an Interrupt Disruptor Overload. We have an Interrupt Emergency Transporter Armband. Those are always good. We have Turek. We have Chibok. We have Torek. Katal. We have Thomas Riker. Thomas Riker. Lieutenant Riker. I love Thomas Riker. One of my favorite characters. Paul. Runabout. Equipment. She's going to end up putting Picard and Thomas Riker in her deck, I'm telling you. When she makes a Federation one. Romulan Pad. Interrupts. It's a scan event. Federation and Romulan. We have Paris. We have the USS Oberup. We have a dilemma, Impassable Door. It'd help if I put the dilemmas in the dilemma pile, right? Where No One Has Gone Before, that's an event. Dilemma, Male's Love Interest. And then we have Evacuation. I don't even know how to pronounce that. Fikira? Fikira? Wow, that's crazy. Fikira. We have a dilemma. Radioactive cargo scowl. We have an interrupt. Life form scan. We have an event. Supernova. We have Varel. We have an interrupt. Parla. Cardiff Alien Trader. These are always good. Love to have 20 of them. Loss of orbital stability. And also an interrupt. USS Miranda. We have equipment. Engineering pad. We have Mindon. We have a dilemma. Amphismic organism. Get your mind out the gutter. We have a particle fountain. We have Debok. We have an equipment. Our fleet Type 2 phaser. We have McKnight. Bet you if McKnight goes to McDonald's, she orders McNuggets. What do you think? Emergency Vortex. We have a Vulcan Mind Meld. I love those. Because when I need diplomacy, and I only have one diplomacy, Vulcan Mind Meld gives me two. The Juggler. We have Investigate Disappearance. We have Bling. Bing. We have Espionage Klingon Federation. We have an equipment medical tricorder. We have Divok. We have an equipment medical tricorder Jira. We have an equipment Klingon Disruptor. We have Galra. We have Space Seizure, an interrupt. We have Sulik and a scout vessel, both Romulan. Come on, Commander Data. Data. Data, where are you? We have an Exocomp. We have a Dilemma, Cosmic String Fragment. We have Exposed Covert Supply. We have Tam Elbrum. Let's get a card. We have USS Galaxy class starship. We have Crom. We have an Interrupt. Asteroid Sanctuary. We have Talus. We have Bakima. We have an Event Space Dock. We have a Dilemma Microvirus. We have Tomuk. We have an Interrupt. Rogue Borg Mercenaries. Plays kind of weird. I'm not sure exactly how this card plays. We've tried it. It doesn't work very well. Equipment, medical kit. We have Bijak. Again, the guy from Stargate. He played the daddy. Your Klingon, who's your daddy? Bijak. Kokap. Dilemma. Nazikins. We have an Interrupt. Kevin Expert. We have an Artifact. Ooh, Betazoid Gift Box. Really good. Tomik. We have an Interrupt. Rogue Borg. We have Thea. We have an Interrupt. Wormhole. We have Burrell. We have Romulan Disruptor. We have an Emit Plasma Fire. We have Simon Tarsus. We have Subspace Interference. We have an Interrupt Disruptor Overload. We have an Interrupt Emergency Transporter Armband. We have a Dilemma Rebel Encounter. We have Hero Suppression. We have Matt the Barber. We have Leah Brahms. Look at that. Leah Brahms. We have an equipment Klingon pad. We have Romulan Outpost. We have Federation Klingon Treaty. We have Beckett. Burrell. I still can't pronounce it. Gusti. We have a Type 6 shuttlecraft. We have I'll have to watch that episode again. Microbiotic Colony. We have a Red Alert. We have a Callaway. We have a Bakima. Gusti. Come out of it. We have Movar. We have a Dilemma, Null Space. We have Benjamin Maxwell. We have the Devil, and then Interrupt. We have Covert Installation. We have a Treaty Romulan Klingon. We have a Gabrellian Transport. And as I talk, the more I talk, the harder it gets to talk. So I shouldn't talk. We have a Klingon Outpost. We have a Mercenary Ship. I'll just keep talking. We have Nirik. We have the Direct. We have Crom. We have an Interrupt Asteroid Sanctuary. We have Tellus. We have a Dilemma Microvirus. We have an Event. A Neutronial Shield. We have Korra. We have Sterna Rami. We have Sarthon Plunder. We have a mess. We have a mess we need to reorganize. Equipment. dilemma, interrupt, event, slide. Slide. Come out. Slide. 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 Be sure I didn't mix anything up there. This is the pile I had. Yeah, that's so. We have a Jaron. We have a dilemma. It is Methar booby trap. We have an event. Espionage, Klingon, or Romulan. We have an event. QNet. We have a relief mission. We have study plasma streamer. We have an event. Romulan Klingon treaty. We have civilian transport. We have a mercenary ship. We have Nirek, and we have Rom. And I'm going to take a sip of my tea because I got too much. A little bit. And I can talk some more. All right. We have pack I want to fight with. Metaphasic Shields. An event. We have Strategic Diversion. We have Alexander Rashenko, folks. Look at that. That is Worf's son, Alexander. We have, I don't even know how to pronounce that. Kazarov? We'll go with that. We have Static Warp Bubble. We have the USS Excelsior. We have Dr. Ferrick. Actually, we got two Excelsiors, so I'll take another drink. It makes me thirsty every time I say Excelsior. New improved Excelsior by Avion. Workshop. We have equipment, engineering kit. We have a combat vessel. We have tachyon detection grid. That's an interrupt. We have test mission. We have investigate anomaly. We have fever emergency. And we have Gorta. When I say Gorta, it makes me want, like, you know, to cook some tacos or burritos or something. Would you like a Gorta with cheese? Hi back. Portal Guard is a dilemma. We have Fleet Admiral Santi. We have Kate. I don't even know how to pronounce her name, but the wife of, or girlfriend of, Worf, Alexander's mama. We have Scout Vessel. We have Torning. We have Paulette. We have Jerome. We have a dilemma, Methor Booby Trap. We have an event, Subspace Warp Ripped. We have another event, Romulan Klingon Espionage. We have a QNet event. We have Romulan or Federation espionage. We have a relief mission, and we have Steady Plasma Streamer. We have an event, Distortion Field. We have Va. We have Nikolai Rashenko, Worf's daddy. Not Worf's real daddy, Worf's other daddy. We have an artifact, Interphase Generator. He actually was the godfather of, or I guess, guardian of Alexandria ship. We have an interrupt. Loss of orbital stability. We have USS Miranda. We have engineering pad as equipment. We have Mindon. We have a dilemma. It is anaphasic organism. Where did I put? Oh, there you go. The space and planet thing kind of throws me off. We have an interrupt particle fountain. We have equipment. It is a Starfleet Type 2 phaser. We have Midnight. We have Ducat. We have an Archer dilemma. We have Jordan. I have some Jordans in my deck. We have a dilemma Firestorm. We have Bardeck. We have a dilemma Nanites. We have an event Binar Weapon Enhancement. We have a Romulan. We have the Romulan Outpost. It is phased matter as a dilemma. Why did I put the event in the dilemma pile? Okay. We have an event Treaty Romulan Klingon. We have the transport. We have another Klingon outpost. We have Batel. We have Peleg. We have a mercenary ship. We have Nurik. We have the Jedzerek. We have microbiotic colony as a dilemma. We are down to 4 packs, folks. 4 packs. We're looking for Commander Data. Commander Data! What we're hoping for. Probably not. Thundersight. I don't even know if Commander Data is in the set. I'm assuming he is. Distortion of space-time continuum. You hear me jump through the roof. North Sati. Sati. Admiral Sati. We have a dilemma. We have Becker. We have Linda Larson. We have an equipment. We have the Federation pad. It is ResQ. It is Iconian computer weapon. That is a dilemma. Tayet. We have long range scan. We have an equipment tricorder. We have Keltesh. We have an escape pod. And we have Prolatov alien trader. Commander Data. Commander Data, where are you? We have Toby Russell. We have Nivek. We have Covert Rescue. We have Beverly Crusher, Dr. Crusher. We have Linda Larson. We have Tellus. We have an equipment. We have ResQ. We have Iconian computer weapon. We have Tayet. We have Rogueborg mercenaries. We have long range scan. We have equipment tricorder. We have Katesh. We have an escape pod. We're down to 2 packs, folks. 2 packs. Commander Data. Commander Data. Commander Data. Commander Data. We have Trans Warp Conduit. We have Amanda Rogers in an interrupt. That's a nice one. We have Ishara Yar, Tasha Yar's sister. We have USS Britain. We have Interrupt, Loss of Orbital Stability. We have USS Miranda. We have Engineering Pad. We have Minden. We have Anaphasic Organism. We have Starfleet Type 2 Phaser. We have Knight. We have Dilemma Archer. We have Jordan. We have the USS Excelsior. We have Dr. Ferrick. Excelsior. More like bitter tea. I need to add more sugar. Come on, Commander Data. We have Anne-Marie. We have neutral servo device. We have new duck. We have, I don't even know how to pronounce her name. Vice Admiral Alanya Nachevia. We have a space dock, an event. We have Kling. We have an event, Klingon Espionage Federation. We have an equipment medical kit. We have Bijik. Came over from Stargate. We have medical tricorder. We have Jira. We have Golrath. We have Seizure Scout Vessel, and Torin. No commander data. We did get a Picard. We did get a Beverly Crusher. So we did get some pretty good cards in there. We got a really cool ship and some other ones. Mostly Federation stuff that was pretty nice. So that is kind of neat. The boxes are only $25, so I'll probably buy some more boxes and open some more boxes and do some more box openings later. I hope you enjoyed this box opening as much as I did. And although we did not get a data, we are going to keep trying, and hopefully we will get a commander data next time. Again, I had a bunch of cards, including commander data, that were destroyed in Hurricane Katrina, so I'm just trying to reestablish my collection. I taught the wife how to play Star Trek, and we've been playing some Star Trek stuff. I have a Romulan deck. Oh, excuse me. She has a Romulan deck. I have a Klingon deck. And our decks are right here. We kind of consolidated it, and we're playing by like consolidated rules to make the game a little quicker. So check out those videos too. I'll be doing some of those videos in the future. Also, you can check me out on Twitch, streaming at twitch.tv, the Punisher 57925. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you liked it, and I will see you on the flip side.